video, I'm going to be giving you the tips, the etiquette tips on the do's and don'ts of how to properly behave on set of a production. Hey there, it is your girl Kamla-Kay from Kamla-Kay.com. I am a professional agency-signed international model, and I'm also a modeling coach for aspiring models, where I teach private one-on-one coaching classes. Next tip, so that a stylist does not get upset with you while you're on set, is making sure that you do not sit in your clothing after the stylist has already dressed you. What do I mean by this? Let's say that you show up to set and you're wearing jeans, you're comfortable, you're doing your own thing. And then the stylist says, all right, Kamla, it is time to get you dressed. And they put you in this beautiful outfit, maybe a shirt like this that's a little bit silk. It's a shirt that will wrinkle easily. And they also put you in pants that have material that will wrinkle easily. You should not sit down once the stylist has dressed you, because they have spent all this time before you've gotten on set, or even maybe while you were on set, steaming your clothes, making sure that it looks perfect for the camera. The moment that you sit down, your clothes typically get wrinkled, and so a stylist is going to be very upset with you if you sit down and then wrinkle the clothing. Also, this affects production time. If the stylist had put you in an outfit that was perfectly ready to go, and then the director's like, all right, Kamla, it is time for you to start shooting, and then you go up to shoot and the director's like, your clothes are a little bit wrinkled. They're gonna look at the stylist like, did you not iron their clothes? Did you not steam their clothes? And the stylist is gonna be looking at you like, you were perfect 5 minutes ago. Let's make sure that everyone gets the right respect for doing their job, and that you as well do what you're supposed to do by not sitting in your clothing. This next tip is a big one, especially for my Black models, because we have been going through an industry that is not as experienced with doing makeup on darker skin tones. You've probably heard people talk about this all the time. Models going on set and the makeup artist didn't have a foundation to match them. Maybe the makeup artist, the stylist, didn't know how to properly do their hair. And so this one is a tough, it's a subject matter that is hard for us to discuss sometimes, because the rule is, when a makeup artist does your makeup on set, that you are not supposed to touch it afterwards. That is the general rule. So you're not supposed to go and then put eyeliner on because the stylist didn't put any on you or didn't put enough on you. You shouldn't go and change your lip color. You shouldn't go and change your foundation color. But like I said, this is a sticky one, because sometimes if our foundation color doesn't match, we really want to just like go to the restroom and fix it. And some stylists, some makeup artists are not receptive to the idea of you saying, hey, you know, my foundation doesn't match my skin tone, I need to fix this. So it's one of those things that you will have to just, one, pray that the makeup artist knows exactly what they're doing. But at the end of the day, the client is paying you to be there. They're paying the makeup artist to be there and do their job. So if a client sees that, you know, your makeup, your foundation, what have you, doesn't look the way that they would like it to, then they could say something directly to the makeup artist. And then maybe you can chime in and say, hey, you know, I feel like my makeup, my foundation doesn't match. It's always good, as tough as it is, to have the dialogue with the makeup artist, as opposed to you going and changing something. Next tip about on-set etiquette for models when you are on a production set, whether that's a print shoot or a film shoot, TV commercial, what have you, is that you want to make sure that you actually show up to set in a certain manner, in a way that looks professional. Do not show up to set looking sloppy. This is also in line with the fact that I had mentioned. The very first tip was making sure that you show up to set on time. Along with showing up on time, you want to make sure that you look presentable. I actually heard of a model who was slated to do a commercial for a major brand. This is a brand that if I said it, everybody would know the brand, especially my females would know the brand. This model showed up on set. They had booked a principal role when they did the audition for this commercial. They showed up to set and they just did not look like how they looked in the casting. And honestly, the client was just like, she doesn't look representative of what we're trying to match for this commercial. That model that had booked the commercial was then sent home and someone else replaced them. That model lost about $60,000 because of the way that they appeared when they came to set. As you can see, your professionalism in every regard with showing up on time, with your wardrobe, with how you present yourself is super, super vital to your success in the industry when you show up to set. All right, so if you know anything about me, you know, oh my goodness, that I am a foodie. I love to eat. Literally, sometimes I will wake up at 1 in the morning because I am hungry and I just go to the kitchen to get something to eat. So this one can be tough for even someone like myself, but I know the rule. And this tip is, but before I give this tip, if you're liking these tips so far, be sure to leave some comments below. Let me know, have you been on set before? What was your experience like? Or what is your dream set to be on? Leave those comments below. Also, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure that you hit the bell notification button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. When you are on set, you are not allowed to eat typically before the client or the production crew. What does this mean? Let's say that it is lunchtime and the client has braked everyone to go to lunch. You as a model, you as an actor, you are expected to allow the client to eat first, the director to eat first, and the production crew to eat first, and then the talent, models are considered the talent, then the talent can eat afterwards. And that's not to say that you have to wait till they all get their plates and completely finish their food to eat. It just means that they have to fill up their plate, get through the line, and then you can join the line. Why is this? The client and production crew is always there before the talent, before the models on set. Their days started well before ours, so they need to get food in advance. And also, they also need to eat first because they need to then be able to then go and prepare for the next scene while the models are eating. When you arrive to set, you want to make sure that you ask specific questions on which food table you are allowed to eat from and when, because often there is a set table for the clients to eat from and a set table that the models can eat from. And you just don't want any cross-references that could potentially get you in the hot seat. So my next tip on the proper etiquette for being on set for a model, for actor, what have you, is that you should not walk away from the set without first informing either the client, the director, or the production crew of your whereabouts. So let's just say that you got a text message on your phone or a call is coming in, you realize maybe it's your agency calling you, maybe for some reason there's an emergency happening and you just really need to take a phone call. You need to let someone on set know, not the talent, someone in the role of authority such as the client, the production crew, get permission from them to step outside to take this phone call, because it's possible that you could step away thinking it's no big deal and then the client comes over looking for John and John is nowhere to be found and no one knows where to find John. So be sure that you first ask permission to step away and let them know where you will be when you're stepping away. Also, don't take advantage of this. If you need to go quickly make a phone call, make it quick. Don't be outside for 20, 30 minutes on a call knowing that you are booked on a job and you should be inside ready and waiting to go. All right, so by adhering to these simple rules on set, you have a much greater chance of being successful on set with that client. It means the client's gonna feel that you are a professional, they're gonna feel like you're taking this seriously, and they're gonna feel like if you do everything that you're supposed to do in the role of acting, in the role of, you know, being a model and giving your poses, all of those things, they're gonna feel like, okay, this model has a well-rounded package and this is someone that I would want to work with again. On the flip side, as I mentioned before, maybe you are missing a lot of these check marks on how it's appropriate to act on set, and the client then says, you know what, I need to send you home, or in the back of the client's mind, they're thinking they're never gonna hire you again. So make sure that you adhere to these etiquette rules on set, and I'm sure that as you get more and more experience, you will find these things to be easy to adhere to, and also you'll just learn additional tips that are conducive based on the actual production that you're on. All right, that is it for this week's tips. Again, I am Kamla-Kay from Kamla-Kay.com. I'm so excited that you all are taking the time to watch my videos, and make sure if you have any questions of additional content that you want me to put out, feel free to leave comments below. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and also hit the bell notification button so that you can be informed of other videos that I'm coming up with very soon. Until the next one, I will see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.